Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevrimond suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Council. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh, how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the Sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont! Long live the Sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Aha! I thought I recognized you. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
I mustn't let the captain see my knees.
I end up feeling weary even
I
after
don't
a
feel
day
safe
of
here.
rest.
I've no need to clean. Let my fur.
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move on!
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site.
Must the wind blow my fur every which way?
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
Time for you to get to work.
You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here. Everyone's as tired as I am.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap, or aught that poses a hindrance to you.
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You but fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
fundamentals of using a bow are proper distance. Be careful. If your foes should draw too near, counter them with a well-aimed kick. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons for clever combatant. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend clinging to your bow.
Are you unharmed?
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a foul curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Son it. The accursed creature escaped. Oh, you! Get back here!
Quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
There's no use resisting.
You must jump. That is the only path forward.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down!
It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. Learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Keep your distance, Arisen! Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there. Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, son. You'll be needing it. If you find your strength lacking, then buy the curative or have a bit of green wine. When one of the fiends comes for you, best guard or dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of... Where are you going? Have you beheld the dragon as yet? I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin. One need only look to the miserable state of the village of Mel to see that. We can but hope that the Sovereign will rid us of it ere long. Where do you think you're going? You can't just run off now. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment. Where do you think you're going? You can't just run off now.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray. Come this way. Before you stands a rift stone. Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
Pawns are oft called nomads, for we wander between this world and the many other realms with which we are connected. I am no exception, and my experiences in these other worlds will doubtless be of aid to you on your adventure. 'Tis my privilege to accompany you as your loyal pawn, and I will gladly use the knowledge I gain to guide you.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then? Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fine. This is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the riftstones that we might aid you, Arisen. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do. We do not need to. We merely do as we are commanded. Riftstones are gates that connect this world to a multitude of others. By their power have we crossed into this world, and when our mission is done, by their power shall we return to our own. 'Tis the name given to fate's chosen, those destined to command the Pawn Legion and safeguard the world from the threat of the dragon. Even with your memories lost to you, I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrill. Oh, good. I see the Pleased to make your acquaintance. Let us work together. Excellent. Just what I was hoping for.
One never can have too many of these.
Say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter.
Let me get that.
Now you can done it.
Really now? Maybe I'll treat myself to a tickle before bed.
Heading home.
This is bad. Oh dear.
Like it or not, I must go and
Can't expect to fare so well
Fancy a gander?
Not my kind.
I find goods for sale. Fancy a gander? I find... goods for sale. Always a pleasure.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Pleasure doing business with you. I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you. Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Pleasure doing business with you.
Boy there, you seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose. Speaking of which, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet no two of us are the same. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece, if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
must make haste if we are to arrive in time to assist.
Well met. Always a pleasure.
I've a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I
An appropriate choice arisen. I'll gladly take the lead. No one's coming to assail us. Mayhap we've scared them all off?
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
Would seem our fight is not yet done.
We fight. To arms!
No call here. no sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Sleep magic.
Unawares? I will never be so careless.
Is that all of them? You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again some...
I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
It's a goodly deed we've done. Now, sir.
Well met. Always a pleasure.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes. Whatever else might be said of me, I've not much to say at the moment. The time of our parting is come. See, not even the Arisen could resist. Ah, good. I see the Arisen.
If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can shall we discuss tactics
If you seek to restore your memories, Master, methinks a trip to Melve might be just the thing. I can guide you there if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Right, just follow me. Shall we make them rue their own impatience?
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
Very well, I must.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Rally! Reinforcements have come to aid our foe! Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey?
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Fancy a gander? I find
A bit of excitement in my life.
Nodding off where I stand.
I shan't let this disgrace go unanswered for.
Take heart. You'll avenge yourself in time.
Well met. Much obliged.
Can't
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure. If you seek to restore your memories, Master, methinks a trip to Melve might be just the thing.
Very well.
I'll guide you then, Master! Goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. The foremost priority is to douse those flames.
ladder, if you please.
Very well. I shall return. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. We have found a material.
This is rather thrilling. Wouldn't you say, Master?
Let me get that. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Sunset draws near. We shall have to rely on our other senses, as the darkness robs us of our sight. An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here. We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
There's no great shock to me.
Now here's a surprise. Tis dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern, Master.
Behold the state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate.
Pitiable arisen.
I've a selection of wares that sure to please. Pleasure doing business with you.
You'll never reach your destination if you continue. You in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. I'm sorry to hear that, though I cannot say I am surprised. Your burns could easily have killed you outright. A great many were bathed in the dragon's flames that day. All perished, save you. You must be special, indeed. How else could you have survived to return here?
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Say, do you think this one's really arisen?
Master, I've naught more to say. All paths fork in the end.
I'll carefully conserve my strength. I'll use this chance to commit my...
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage. If ever you've need of an ear to listen.
Are you certain you're happy to have me along?
Let us work together. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. No harm in picking a few. These writings could be of import. Shall we take a closer look?
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Lessening our load will help keep us light on our feet.
Have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way, but what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I'd thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find...
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper-like, I'll bet.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Always a pleasure.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
But for a moment, did I...
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Do come again.
Is no more or less than what one might have expected. We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
You really ought to have returned by now. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... It is a dangerous... I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone... Go into the forest, and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and it's hard to describe. But my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go then. My life's in your hands, friend.
Let us do everything in our power to render aid to those in need.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A basque of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
You have my support.
You'll find the explosive casks by the village entrance. Use them to send those saurians scattering. If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice, but I shan't take up any more of your time. You'll find the explosive casks.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on... You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Most sensible, Master. You'll be able to move much more freely with a lighter pack.
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Out.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
We are under attack!
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
If you want my advice, heed no advice. Save your own.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
Someone saw fit to camp here, 'twould seem.
A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome.
Let us see what you're made of!
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that is a surprise. Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
Oh! I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
Our collection grows.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These bobbins are
No need contributing our enemy's weakness.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
This route has seen better days. But there's no sense lamenting it. We'll just have to take the long way round.
Nothing else for it, I suppose.
I'll be here, but standing still is harder than it looks, you know. Arisen, aren't you forgetting something? Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away.
Oh, well spotted. Indeed. Good on you for being so observant.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Norbert, are you hurt?
Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we the chance.
Keep fighting. To arms!
Of course. Stay with me, Arisen. Just like that.
I'd thought I was done for.
Aye, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
Let us take every precaution that we might see our charge delivered safely. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there. Whatever it is you need, I shall gladly. Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Over here, if you please. We are under attack! You have my protection.
This battle is ours.
That's it!
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, old man.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Well done.
This brute has quite the temper.
Might we not use their range to our advantage?
Focus your strength, Arisen.
I am saved. Thank you.
We must rally. Panicking will only play to the enemy's advantage.
First and foremost, we want to lock into the balance. It will prove a much easier target when the enemy slows. Perhaps we have tired them out.
We must make the most of this opportunity.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. You know, if he adjusts our aim a bit, we could break off a tusk. I'm told they're quite valuable. What would fall back to us if we don't survive? We must need its focus.
Allow me. Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. Be wary. It is a foe we've not yet encountered.
My aim is true.
Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
It is vital you remain level-headed. If we're to have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
This brute has quite the temper.
Might we not use their range to our advantage?
Of course.
Go carefully.
That's it!
Over here, if you please.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
And before I forget, look how many women we count among our number.
And yet no two of us are the same.
Well, there's no fixing this in a hurry. Better we take the long way round than waste our time gawking at it.
Nothing else for it, I suppose.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind? The private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Words worth hearing.
Apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away.
Pray, light your lantern, Master. This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
We shall... Skeletons, Master! I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds.
You hold the enemy's focus, and I shall strike them down.
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Well done.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait right there.
This is my sort of place. The more the merrier. Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. 2 good deeds in one, you might say.
This might contain useful information.
Shall we take a closer look?
Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
Where to now? Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both... roles myself. But enough about me.
Do come again.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Do come again.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Shall we get some rest then?
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust? I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. I hope my magic served you well. I pray my efforts aid your cause. If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you...
Prod me if you must, Master, but I thank you for the chance to hone my swordsman.
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your...